What's up, my fellow actors? Kurt Yu here, actingcareercenter.com. As you can see, we're not in my normal Atlanta home studio today. That's because I'm on the road right now. I'm actually out of town filming a movie, which I talked about in my video last week. And I have an off day today, so we are recording this video here in my hotel room. Today we're going to be talking about talent agents. A few months ago, I made a video called 4 Ways to Get a Talent Agent. If you're interested in that video, I'll put a link to it down in the description below. But in the comments of that video, I got so many questions asking me, do I need a talent agent to become an actor? And because that's a question that kept coming up, I thought I'd make a follow-up video and try to answer that question here. So, do you need a talent agent to pursue an acting career? Well, the short answer here is there are many things that you can do before getting a talent agent. In fact, there are many things that you should be doing as an actor before getting a talent agent. However, there are some huge benefits to having a talent agent at some point in your career. So let's first talk about what you should be doing and what you can be doing without a talent agent. As I've mentioned so many times before in other videos, the first step to pursuing an acting career is training. It's not getting an agent. Getting an agent is down the line, but it's not the first thing you should be doing. Training is the first thing. You should be taking acting classes. You should be learning how to act. You should also be taking audition classes. You really need to know how to audition. Talent agents are going to be looking for that when they're deciding whether or not to sign you. Now, if you're interested in learning how I audition, I've actually put together a free 10-step audition preparation cheat sheet, which is the process that I actually use when I get an audition. So if you want to download that for free, you can go by clicking that link right up there. Other things that you can be doing for your career without a talent agent is networking. You should be learning about the business. You can be doing plays to get experience, community theater. You should also be submitting yourself for independent films or student films or short films, things like this, commercials even. Some of those things are posted publicly on casting websites such as Actors Access or Backstage or Casting Networks. There are projects that are going to be posted publicly so that you, without an agent, can go onto those websites, submit your headshot, and try to get auditions and audition for those types of projects. So if you're a brand new actor who's just starting out, those are all the things that you can be doing prior to getting an agent. In fact, those are things that you should be doing prior to getting an agent because those things will help you stand out more when you do eventually submit to an agent because they want to see someone who's already dedicated to their career. And if they see that you've been doing all these things already, you look more like a professional actor rather than the person who submits to them and says, hey, I'm brand new, I don't know anything, but I want you to represent me, right? They're going to push that person out the door and they're going to give you much more consideration because you've been taking all these steps before you submit it to the agent. So now let's say you're an actor who is doing all of those things. Let's say you're even booking some of these auditions that you're getting off of these public casting calls. Why do you need an agent then if you're already booking? Well, the truth is, those public casting calls represent only a small fraction of the actual number of paid acting gigs available. The vast majority of professional acting work only goes through agencies and are not posted publicly. So we're talking movies, television shows, commercials, even industrial videos and training videos. The vast majority of those are not posted publicly. They are only going through agents, and agents are sending those auditions to the actors they represent. So unless you have representation, you're not seeing any of those auditions. So that is a huge benefit to having an agent because you're getting opportunities that you otherwise would not have gotten if you were not signed with them. So now you might be wondering, why don't they post those auditions publicly? Why do they only give them to talent agents? Well, the answer is that casting directors know that if they post an audition publicly, for instance, let's say they post an audition for a Marvel movie to the general public, well, they're going to get bombarded with submissions from all kinds of crazy people saying, hey, I want to be part of your movie. And they have no acting training, they have no idea how to audition, they don't have a headshot or a resume, and they have no idea how the business works, and yet they just want to be part of the movie. So one way to get around all of that is to only give those auditions to talent agents so that they can guarantee they're only getting auditions from professional, serious actors. Another huge benefit of having a talent agent is that now you have someone on your side, someone on your team who understands the industry, who has industry experience and knows the ins and outs of negotiating contracts and whether or not you're being treated fairly, if you're being paid fairly, if you're getting taken advantage of. Because let's face it, when we're first starting out, we have no idea if we're doing everything right. For example, let's say you got an audition for a commercial and it pays $300 and it's going to be on TV. A lot of brand new actors will look at that and jump on that opportunity because they say, wow, I'm getting paid $300 and I'm going to be on TV. This is amazing. But then they find out somebody else did a similar commercial and they got paid $5,000 for it. Well, when we're first getting started, we have no idea what we should be making and what is a fair wage. And that's where a talent agent can be really helpful because they've been doing this for a long time. They've negotiated contracts for actors. They've seen commercials being done and they know how much someone should be making for a particular job. So you won't get undercut. You won't get taken advantage of when you have someone with experience on your side. Another way that an agent can help you is through their guidance. As you progress in your career, you might hit some roadblocks where you don't know which way to turn, and this is another situation where the agent's experience comes into play and can help you out, even if it's indirectly. They may not have the exact answers for you, but remember, they represent an entire roster of actors, and potentially they represent another actor who's faced your problems before, who's hit those roadblocks before, and pushed through them. So the agent can then connect the two of you, and now you have someone else that can help you out as well. So now let's get back to the original question. Do you need an agent to become an actor? Well, as we've said, in the beginning, when you're just starting out, you definitely don't need an agent right away. In fact, you shouldn't be pursuing an agent right away. There's plenty of stuff that you should be doing prior to getting an agent. However, as you move forward in your career, there's going to come a time where you will definitely need to pursue an agent in order to move forward in your career, because it's going to be virtually impossible to take those next steps to audition for those bigger projects without having an agent on your side. I certainly wouldn't be where I am in my career right now had it not been for the great agents I've worked with over the past 10 plus years. All right, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and I hope to see you on set one day.